It's April, we're all in quarantine, so let's have a look at the April Quarantine Tackle Club saltwater estuary box and how you're going to use it when you're finally free. We'll start off with a top water presentation. This is the Rapala Ultra Light Pop. These are a little cut-faced lure, top water, great for any fish that's going to eat off the top, whether it be brim, whiting, or even the crazy trevally. Essentially what you're going to do, you cast this out and you're just going to bloop, 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 lots of pauses. If you're going for whiting, you want to speed this up. If you see whiting coming for it, don't pause, start working it faster, because often this makes them want the lure more. Now if you're going for brim, along rock walls, along pontoons, natural structure, oyster racks, doesn't matter, you're going to work these probably a little bit slower, adding in a lot of pauses. I'd also fish these over the flats, and I wouldn't be surprised if the hungry little flathead actually came up and gave it a good buff. But that's the Rapala Ultra Light Pop. Great surface option for the estuaries this month. Moving over to a Storm Gamoku little crankbait here. This one dives down 1.5 meters, so it's going to be great for those flats that are a little bit more submerged or down along some natural structure. These are a great little crankbait for the brim, or even if you want to do a little bit of trolling for flathead along some drop-offs, they're a great little crankbait for that. The big bib on them also means that they're going to be smacking and bouncing over a lot of structure. So if you want to work this around some oyster racks, you can do that as well. Probably just work it a lot slower. You don't want to rip this down too deep into the racks, busting off your leader. But essentially, I'm more going to be looking to use this on drop-offs or rocky walls, probably, where they might be feeding there. But also, like I said, a great trolling option. Now, if you're getting short on leader, we often like to include leader in the boxes. This month we've got the YGK fluorocarbon in an 8 pound, and you got 20 meters on there. That should last you a while. A lot of anglers tend to forget about leader when they're running out, so that's why we've included it this month. 8 pounds should be ample for most of the fish you're chasing. A lot of the time, even big trevs and stuff, you can catch an 8 pound. It's a lot of fun. It's quite a hoot. But while you're in quarantine, great time to practice your knots. The FG knot is one that we recommend. So look up if you can't do the FG, give it a go, see if you can learn it before you head out fishing next. And you've got plenty of leader here to do it with. Now we've got some bigger jig heads here with a 1/4 ounce 5/0 hook on them. That's because we've given you 2 options this month of plastics you can fish with. You've got 2 different options. You've got the Mag Bite Snatch Bite Shrimp if you want to go for a shrimp presentation. And new to the Tackle Club family, welcome Gobbler's Lures. These are hand poured and handmade here in Australia and are super durable and have a big action on them. Now these are a big paddle tail fish profile. So you're knocking off both this month. You've got your prawn, you've got your fish. The hooks we've included will fit both. But where are you going to use each one of them? Now your Mag Bite Snatch Bite Shrimp, to me, I'm going to be casting this out, letting it sink to the bottom, hopping it along the bottom like a feeding little prawn, looking for food along the sand. It's going to be a great option for flathead, mangrove jack, trevally, pretty much anything that eats a prawn will eat the Snatch Bite Shrimp. Moving over to the Gobbler's Big Paddle Tail. These things are great for a slow roll, a great all-rounder, awesome on flathead. You can hop these off the bottom. Targeting golden trevally in the shallows is a great way to use them. Barramundi, mangrove jack, these things just about hook anything that swim in the estuaries. Dewies, threadies, whatever you're chasing. Chuck in one of those jig heads that we've included, throw this out, let it sink down, slow roll, because that big paddle tail is just going to make a ruckus in the water. So between the two, the Gobblers and the Snatch Bite Shrimp, you can catch anything that swims in your estuaries. You've got the big paddle tail option with your Gobblers and you've got your shrimp option with your snatch bite shrimp. And that essentially is it for the saltwater estuary box this month. If you liked what you saw here, want to check this one out or any of the others in the range, just head to www.tackleclub.com.au, find a box that suits you, and welcome to the club.